Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. I have an update to share about one of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
So Andrew Williams is a Florida resident and he's a firefighter who was seen inside the Capitol on January 6th. He live streamed from the Capitol. He was heard yelling in the videos. He was seen in part of the videos when he turned the camera on himself. And he was heard yelling, quote, "We are storming the Capitol. Yeah, baby." Austin Powers action there. And he was then heard encouraging others in the mob. And he was saying things like, quote, "Take it back, baby. Thank you, fellow patriot. How are they going to arrest every single person? And good job, man." So Williams posed for a picture, probably where you might have seen him he was under a sign in the doorway leading to the office of the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi's office. And when Williams' participation in the Capitol attack became public knowledge, his fire department placed him on administrative leave without pay, and that's pending an investigation. And he was arrested less than 1 week later. He was arrested on January 12th of last year. But unlike other nonviolent January 6th defendants, for some reason, Williams was only charged with 2 misdemeanors. My thought is that maybe it's because it was so early on, they hadn't really kind of gotten their bearings yet as far as what the standard package of charges were going to be for nonviolent offenders. So I don't know. That's what I've seen in a couple of these early arrest cases. So he was hit with entering a restricted building or grounds and then disorderly conduct in a restricted building or grounds. So at most, Williams was looking at up to 1 year in prison, up to $100,000 in fines. Not that they ever get anything close to that. Well, in November, he accepted a plea deal. He pleaded guilty to a different crime, though. He pleaded to that parading charge, parading or demonstrating in a Capitol that I've mentioned to you guys a million times now. Well, as you guys all know by now, that crime comes with a maximum of 6 months in prison, up to 5 years of probation, and up to $5,000 in fines. However, prosecutors were only asking for 2 years of probation and a $500 fine, even though they told the court that Williams, quote, relished what he did. So they weren't seeking any jail time at all, another slap on the wrist. Well, right after his arrest, Williams' attorney blamed Donald Trump and the Capitol Police. He said that they're responsible for, quote, encouraging despicable behavior. Yeah, the Capitol Police encouraged people to beat them. That's what I've seen. Yeah, sure. So anyway, it appears that they realized that argument was going to be a losing strategy because they took a very different tone in court. Williams read a statement in which he asked the judge for mercy, and he said in part that he takes, quote, full responsibility for my actions. Williams also described how his life has been affected since he was arrested and that he said he was ashamed. And then his attorney told the judge that Williams, quote, just got caught up in the moment that day. And, you know, he had no intention of taking part in a riot. Yeah, it sounded like it. So Williams' attorney, of course, was asking for only probation. He asked for 1 year. Unfortunately, I don't know which judge was overseeing this case, but whoever it was sentenced Williams to only 24 months of probation, 60 hours of community service, and the $500 restitution fee. Again, not enough, especially for someone who's supposedly committed his life to helping people. I wouldn't trust this guy to save my life or the life of someone I love. You know, if something happened and we had to call the fire department, what happens if this guy shows up to a house, you know, to a fire or for some other reason, and that person has a Biden flag or a Biden sign outside? You know, this wasn't just one of the people who walked in took a few photos, and turned around and left. This guy was live streaming and boasting about attacking the Capitol of the United States. He was yelling, he was encouraging others and mocking the legal system. Oh, they can't arrest all of us. I wouldn't trust him. So, luckily he's still on unpaid leave. The fire department said that they're going to be considering the matter. They were waiting for his sentencing. So we'll see what happens. But, I hope that they're going to factor in the public's trust. And I'll let you guys know when and if I hear any more on this, but another BS sentence. I'll let you guys know when I hear more. Thanks so much for watching, listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.